Viewers and subscribers, this is BVI Channel 1, where we tell you undiluted truth. I came across a video interview of the ADC candidate for the AMAC election that was done last weekend, Dr. Moore. What he said there is what I am here to respond to him and other opposition leaders. Listen to him.
You know, this is why this particular elections that we just concluded will be a defining moment in the democratic journey for Nigeria. Not because it reflects the will of the people, but because it exposes that obstacle that clogs, that hangs in the way of the will of the people. You know, I came into this particular race and journey, you know, hoping that believing in democracy, believing in the resilience of the will of the people in Abuja, believing that, especially with the change in the INEC, you know, that there was going to be something different, you know.
That was the leadership of INEC.
Yes, in the leadership of INEC. So I was hoping for something new. Charles, by 3 p.m., I already won the elections across board. The results, you know, were already there. And then magic began to happen. And this is a crazy thing. So not only do I reject the outcome of the results, but I also, you know, it's so disheartening to see the imposition of curfew, to see the mutilations of results, to see how members of the ADC were harassed, you know, from different polling booths. And I have never seen a heightened level of vote buying like we've seen, you know, in this particular election.
Good. You have blamed the Wike APC government of election manipulation, imposing of curfew, writing election results, and the rest of them. You are blaming it on the ruling party. But I myself, I am blaming it squarely on the people. The people who refused to make a loud categorical statement that they reject this government of APC. It breaks my heart when I saw Dr. Moore vote in his polling unit as though he is the only one in that community. It is an aberration to what Nigerians are going through. To see him almost alone. And at the end of the day, I heard it was only 7 people that voted at that polling unit, where you have hundreds of people registered in that unit. Who is to be blamed? And also to the opposition leaders, you are still playing politically correctness to a criminal established system. A system of impunity that I have perfected and they pride themselves in. You are still playing the politics of gentleman when you know that those who you are opposing have set a different set of rules and you refuse to play it by their rules. Who is Wike to be jumping from one polling unit to the other while imposing curfew on the general residents of Abuja, keeping them indoors or restricted from accessing their polling units, which they dramatically, in collaboration with INEC, switched their polling units, and many of them can find where they are eligible to vote. Where is Peter Obi that day? Where is Atiku that day? We're not talking about 805 because they're holding him in detention. But what about Rotimi Amechi and the rest of others? We are there. If Wike could be jumping, what gave him the right to be moving from one polling unit to the other on that day? If he stepped out, Atiku, Peter Obi, and the rest of them, I expect them to be on the road. If people saw them on the road, they will be forced to come out. But they didn't see them because you are playing gentleman politics, thinking that, no, it will not be done that way. APC need a different strategy if you are serious to free yourself from the impunity of this government, because they have perfected and gazetted this criminal structure of winning elections, in quote. And I must tell you, like some of my team who say, if this is what election would be, if election will continue to be election of where 2 or 3 gather, a usual election where people who could just walk in and out of polling units, if it is what you call election, Nigerians are not ready yet. That is not what I call ballot revolution. When I say ballot revolution, I mean multitude, millions of people out there making a statement with their votes, en masse. If they had come out en masse, who is that is going to stop them in the name of coffee? If the people have trooped out en masse and they couldn't find their polling units and their voice are out there loud, who could stop them? Nobody can. But because we are naive, we are still playing the politics of correctness. We are not yet ready to free ourselves from the impunity of the government of the day. Then forget about it. There is no need to contest election. I heard the National Assembly is approving 30 billion naira extra for INEC. I don't blame them. That is a reward of job well done in the past election. It's a reward to them. And there is no need for them to waste the money in the name of conducting an election. Let them free us from the stress of going up and down in the name of conducting an election. Let them just declare themselves winner and let us know that we are a captured people and stop wasting all our time. But I tell you, Nigerians, now we go suffer and pass. Not even the politicians, not even the opposition leaders. The person wey cheat, they worry, now in the day for front. I'm telling you, and that is what it is. If Nigeria is going the way it is, people like Atiku, people like Rotimi and Mechi, people like the opposition leaders like Peter Obi, they are not going to be affected. And I can tell you that I'm not going to even be the worst. If Nigeria are bad, my own no go worse. But while we are making this effort to push our people out, it seems that it is late already, honestly speaking. But if Nigerians are truly ready to free themselves, we will know. And that is just my position and my response to Dr. Moore, my great friend. You've done very well and very noble. But I can tell you, if we don't change the strategy, nothing will come out of it. And that is the message of GGM today. My name is Asusunod Peters, your advocate for good governance. Help me share this video. Let me have you been on our days. Bye-bye for now.